Prelims preparation is, if you see the syllabus, there is geography, economy, and what is polity, history. So these are the basic foundation books or topics which you have to study from NCERTs, from books wherever you do the coaching also, or from online also. So these are like history, you can see history, economics or polity, geography, current affairs, environment, science and tech. Okay. Did I miss something? History also includes culture, huh? You know what medieval, modern, ancient, huh? Along with culture. So this is your prelims syllabus. So you can go through NCERTs for history, economics, polity. Huh? For polity, read Lakshmikant. Huh? I'll suggest this one. Everyone reads this. You also go because it will build your foundation. For example, you don't know about constitution. It will tell you that, like parliament or executives or different constitutional bodies. So this is a foundation book for polity. You can read that very safely. Don't go for any other book. I have read this. Most of my friends read this. So this is a good book. Geography, current affairs. Current affairs, you must start this habit of reading newspaper also. I think ma'am, you asked about this essay thing, how to develop that understanding. See, UPSC, it's like a exam, very generalized exam. They'll ask you polity, economics, geography, current affairs, all what is going around in the world. For that, you need to develop some understanding. Okay, like if murders are there, if crime rates are there, then what is the reason? How will you solve it? What are the current challenges in the present system? So that understanding you have to develop. Understanding about different spheres like crime, polity, economy, culture, tourism. Like what is good in India's tourism sector? What are the challenges in that? Aviation sector. For all of that, you have to read that newspaper. Okay, because you need to develop that understanding. Because otherwise, if I ask you to write a particular question, answer, and if you read this now, and once you read the newspaper, then you write, you will see a sea change in that. And it's all about the understanding, what is going around. Like Indian economy, what has been the plan, what has been the path track record of this Indian economy, 2000, after 2000 crisis, or post that, or right now, what is it presently. For that, newspaper is the key. Every day, try to read for at least 1 hour. Any newspaper. I'll recommend Indian Express. I've been reading that. It is better than Hindu because it is easy to understand. Okay, and it covers diverse topics also. So you can read Hindu or Indian Express, whichever you feel like reading. But do read. Just 1 hour. Huh? Start and don't give 3 hours. You're studying the newspaper only. And the newspaper each day, you will have at least, I guess, not more than 10 or 12 important articles. Just 10, 11 or 12 articles will be important in each day, and you have to read them. Okay. So read the newspapers, and during the exam time, follow any coaching material also. They give the compilation also. It's easy.
So is there any essay that's important book for history?
Yeah, for history you can read Spectrum, modern history, like after 1857. Modern India history, Spectrum books comes in the market. You can take it. It's a very good book. I have also read that book.
So current affairs कितने year का पढ़ना चाहिए? 1 year or 2 years? Last.
See, what they generally ask is for past 1 year only. But maybe you will be giving exam in next 3 years. But to develop that understanding, to have that habit of reading the newspaper, you should start from now only. Okay.
Sir, how we categorize the newspapers, news in papers? क्योंकि सर जो newspaper में बहुत सारे news रहते हैं और हम लोग शुरू करते हैं front page से आखिरी पेज तक, हम लोग categorize कैसे?
See the syllabus. Go through the syllabus. Okay. Like paper 1, social issues, women वगैरह, women, society, tribal issues. Paper 2, polity, all those parliament news, bills, acts. Then international relations. Paper 3 is economy, security, disaster management. So only these things will be covered. See, GS covers every aspect of your newspaper. Okay. If you read a newspaper in one day, 10, 11 articles, you will easily able to segregate from which paper it is. Paper 1, paper 2. Read the syllabus of GS also. Before starting your newspaper, see the syllabus of the GS exam, so that you will be able to get to know which news you have to read. See, you don't have to read any sports news, no political news, no political drama, like whichever party is or politicians are changing their sides, you don't have to read that. Second is your sports news you have to neglect, your entertainment news you have to neglect. Then local news also. See, they'll ask the issues which are affecting at the national level only, or few issues at the state level which may, for example, in UP Gauraksha program, that nuisance, so that that may affect the fabric of public order, that only a bit, but majorly national issues will be covered. So there are hardly 5-6 papers you have to, like 5-6 pages of a particular newspaper you have to read. If you cut down those papers, the newspaper, sports, entertainment or political drama, hardly 5-6 news pages. And in all those pages, I think 2-3 articles per page is what is you have to read. So give it only 1 hour, 1 hour maximum 1.5 hours. That is more than enough. And you will be able to segregate by seeing the syllabus of GS. Everyone, today only go and see the syllabus of GS and paste it somewhere in the wall or wherever in your copies, and go through it regularly till the time you memorize what is there in the particular paper 1, 2, 3 and 4. History I told spectrum. Economics, see economics, I've seen the Ronald videos, but you can see it doesn't, by the newspaper also you'll be able to do that. Spectrum, या हिंदी में मेरे को नहीं पता है, because हिंदी में मतलब, अच्छा आप जैसे सर ये बता रहे हैं आप देख लीजिए. और पॉलिटी के लिए बता ही दिया, और ज्योग्राफी के लिए भी NCERT इज मोर देन इनफ है 11th एंड 12th क्लास का. इकोनॉमिक्स में 11th क्लास का एक इकोनॉमिक का बुक आता है, दैट इज ऑल्सो गुड. करंट अफेयर्स आई हैव टोल्ड यू, एनवायरमेंट एंड SNT इज मोर करंट बेस्ड. देयर इज, आई थिंक एक ही इंपॉर्टेंट है, माइक्रो वाला, माइक्रो और मैक्रो, सॉरी माइक्रो डील्स विद वेरी क्या कहते हैं, रेशियोज एंड ऑल द डिटेल्स ऑफ इकोनॉमिक्स, दैट यू डोंट हैव टू रीड. That you have to read. 11th. Yeah, you can read that. It's a very good book. But start with your at least NCERTs. See, you need to study at least those many books which everyone is reading, no? So come at the same level. Then you can build up your foundation, whatever new book you want to add on. But at least read those basic books. Okay, this is more current based only. So if you have done all of this, your prelims preparation is done. After you have read all of this, start practicing. Okay, practicing as in how? Give mock those papers, take any coaching papers and start solving it. If you don't need to join it, you take it from the market or online and start solving them. You have to do that. Okay, I neglected that in my attempt and I couldn't qualify, and I think that's the reason. That was the only change I felt was in my attempts. That in the attempt, in the next attempts, I've been practicing these papers from any coaching, or 2-3 coachings you can also take and solve, because this will develop your objective answer making ability. Like out of 4 options given to you, which is the correct one? Either you know it that this one particular option is correct, but at the time you need to take a guess between 2 or 3 options, then it helps. That if you have done good amount of practice, you will be able to guess it. This answer is not correct. That's what we call educated guess. Okay, elimination basically. So you have to practice a lot about this prelims. When I said that you have to practice a lot, practice the papers, any coaching material. Practice lot of papers for prelims, and practice past UPSC exams also. UPSC prelims examination papers. Practice them as well, because then you will know what is the level of questions they are asking. Okay, this is the basic strategy which you have to follow, and trust me, only the practice that will make the whole difference. Some people will study these books and be contented that they have done the syllabus and they are done with the preparation. Some people will practice coaching papers also, UPSC papers, and this will take a lot of time. Okay, you have to revise it again and again. Don't don't hop on one book to the other. Take 1 or 2 books on particular subject and read them again and again. Revise them. That is way better than reading 10 books on a particular topic and then knowing nothing. Rather, read one book and revise it again, so that anywhere you find a particular option, you will be able easily. You don't have to memorize it. I didn't tell you. While reading this now, you don't have to memorize anything. Just read them. Once you've read a particular book 3 or 4 times, it would be in your head like a story. Okay, don't memorize it. It will be very painful also if you memorize each word. Don't memorize it, because all these options will be in front of you. Only you have to pick a right option. No, you don't have to write an answer. You have to pick it. That you can do just by reading it multiple times. So read those books multiple times. Okay. Yeah, someone was asking the question.
What are the sources of science and tech?
Yeah, these are basically from current affairs only. For example, there is a gene editing technology which is very much in the newspaper, and this word comes very often, Cas9 or CRISP, CRIS, something. The question came this time that this name was given to which process is it related to, and there were 4 options, and among those one option was gene editing. That's the right answer. So it is basically more on current affairs, what is going around, developments in the current. Like for example, Nobel Peace Prize in chemistry. Read what is the topic on which he got the Nobel Peace Prize, because that is the development for the future. Like ISRO, like they have Chandrayaan 2. It has been successfully launched. So what was Chandrayaan 1? Chandrayaan 2, I guess Russia is also a co-partner in that. So such kind of questions they can ask, only current based. Okay. Like whenever you launch any vehicle or a satellite, whenever you launch a satellite or put a satellite in a global orbit, then you need a launch vehicle also. There are many launch vehicles like PSLV, GSLV. So India India is very much successful on PSLV, not even a single failed attempt in this. But we are building this GSLV. So know about this. So it is basically current based. Like Chandrayaan 2, in which orbit it was put in, like low Earth orbit or high Earth orbit. No, you have to read all of that. I still don't know, but you have to read that. Okay, so read the current developments in the science and technology and environment. Environment may be like wildlife. Different species come into critically endangered species or endangered species. So those will be very much covered in your newspaper. You will be able to do